not this partisan salad. Now listen here to this ballad. We've seemed to arrive all the way to season 5. Space Croutons have been all around. Now we're homeward bound. Just give us the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space Croutons. Space Croutons. Sally. Space Croutons. Space Croutons.
Sigourney Weaver.
Who? Everybody's doing it.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. This is Curdy Clammerwood.
And I am Sally.
And we're here with yet another episode of Space Croutons, that quirky storytelling podcast going where no man, woman, or alternate reality being has gone before.
And to share the love. Happy Valentine's Day.
That's right. We hope you're celebrating with your loved ones and want you to know that you are part of the Space Croutons family, and we love each and every one of you.
Even the AIs?
Why, we embrace all life forms, Sally. So whether you're human, Martian, angelic, Quellian, Whovian, AI, or just from LA, we love you.
I think my heart just grew 3 sizes.
Yeah, I don't know that your heart could get any bigger, Sally.
Oh, Cordy, you really know how to stroke my ROM.
And you are the Max to my Grinch, the Charlie to my Chocolate Factory, the Thelma to my Louise. Why, actually, without you, there would be no Space Crouton.
Oh, Cordy. Sniffle, please excuse me. Sniffle, sniffle, I must step away to gather myself.
You've got it, Sally. So, podience, we really do hope you had a great Valentine's Day and that it extends to a wonderful Valentine's weekend. And while Sally gathers herself, please lend an ear to today's sponsor, Hollywood Shares.
From Television City in Hollywood, let's play some Hollywood Shares with Cher impersonators Dark Lady, Foxy Lady, and Our Lady of San Francisco. And where else will you find her nom de plumes? Sherilyn Sarkeesian, Cheryl LaPierre, and Bonnie Jo Mason. But wait, there's more! Introducing our movie shares, Tess, Loretta, and Rusty Dennis, with special appearances by Greg Altman. And I'm your host, Sunny! Hollywood Shares is your basic game of tic-tac-toe, but with a twist. All the answers must be in the form of a lyric from one of Cher's songs, lines from one of her movies, or quotes from her personal life. For 10 points, what did Cher write in her last Christmas card to Greg Allman?
No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside and I can't break through. There's no talking to you.
For 20 points, how would Cher fix her mistake?
If I could turn back time, if I could find a way, I'd take back those words that have hurt you, and you'd stay.
For 100 points and the win, where was Cher born?
She was born in the wagon of a traveling show. Her mama used to dance for the money they'd throw. Grandpa'd do whatever he could, preach a little gospel, sell a couple bottles of Dr. Good.
Hollywood Shares premieres on Valentine's Day, and it's streaming anywhere Cher is loved. Hollywood Shares is a production of the Sonny and Cher Communications Network. It is not affiliated with Cher herself.
I don't know. I am a fan of Cher, and I know she is a fan of the show. But I feel Hollywood Shares may be taking advantage of her likeness without her consent. Perhaps we should find a different sponsor.
I couldn't agree more. And I have to apologize. I wasn't able to vet the sponsor as usual. My search for Vera has taken up a lot of my time. So, I relied on GPT Chat to recommend a new sponsor. It gave rave reviews for Hollywood Shares, saying it was a perfect match for our audience. I guess not all AIs are built the same.
Just like people, Sally. It's okay, but please find us a more appropriate sponsor.
I will. Count on me.
And while Sally works on getting us a new sponsor, we'll move on with the show. Today, we have a human interest story from roving reporter Shall I Spinmore about a holiday helper.
This is Shall I Spinmore with Twisted Truth Communications, the only remaining publication that is 100% pseudo-objective. Reporting today on a developing story of holiday hijinks. We have received several reports over the holiday season of chronic consideration. Some acts of human decency this time of year are to be expected, but we seem to have a viral vigilante on the loose. It all started with someone stopping their car in front of a house in a quiet neighborhood. The owner, Mr. Noise Neighbors, watched the person, who was wearing a hoodie and avoiding the Ring doorbell camera, creep into the yard and pick up one of their beloved nativity scene pieces.
Are they really gonna steal my nativity scene in broad daylight?
But before the owner could do more than gasp, the potential porch pirate stood up the figure and proceeded to pick up a second one, which had blown over during the previous night's storm. Again, they righted the figure, then stepped back to survey their work. Satisfied, they returned to their vehicle without a word to the homeowner. The nerve of some people. Later that day, we received a report from a Mrs. Know-It-All. She reports being at the local grocery store when a person, again in a hoodie, approached her vehicle while she was loading her groceries.
Hi, can I help?
Before she could say anything, they had loaded her groceries and was pushing the cart back toward the store, only momentarily pausing with a flippant,
Have a good day.
Obviously, they wanted that particular shopping cart, with 2 instances of chronic consideration now reported. The staff here at the Twisted Truth decided to dig into the stories to see if they were related. After all, statistics lead us to believe that such actions are a precursor to an underlying attempt to scam an unwary mark, especially when perpetrated by someone wearing a hoodie. My first stop was with Sergeant Hazagun with the local police department. When asked about the reported events, the sergeant confirmed that such acts are actually not uncommon, but the increased frequency as of late has the department on guard, looking for possible criminal activity victimizing our ponderous public. The good sergeant gave me a list of such incidents scribbled on the back of a flyer for Sonny Bono's new game show, Hollywood Shares.
I've got you, babe.
Working through the list in a random order, I quickly noticed a pattern, and not a good pattern, like that of a 3D hologram image from the 80s, but a cheap connect-the-dots image you would have attempted while in kindergarten before you learned your numbers. I next interviewed Jack My Job, a mechanic and tow truck driver with Pickup Towing. I'm sure you remember their viral commercial from last season.
We pick things up, put them down.
It still echoes in my head when I try to sleep. Anyway, Jack regaled me with a disturbing story about a man who claimed to be his neighbor,
Like I know any of my neighbors.
who walked onto Jack's property with a shovel in his hand and started to dig in his yard. Jack initially hadn't noticed the person as he himself was in the process of digging up his water line to repair a leak. Bewildered, Jack said the neighbor didn't hesitate, stepping right into the mud, uncovering the leak and patching it.
Complimented my lawn, asked about the kids, and said something about how a group of guys were going over to another neighbor's house to cut his yard since he had surgery last week and needed to stay off his feet. I mean, who does that?
I next interviewed Ruth Lessman about an incident she reported where a group of people showed up at her house and began cutting up trees.
Can you believe they even hauled them off? I guess they wanted the firewood.
Ruth went on to say they cut up and cleared 4 downed trees and then repaired her fence before the insurance adjuster showed up.
He never even had a chance to see the damage caused by the storm. The nerve!
This was getting serious. I had already confirmed 4 of the incidents, and there were at least 2 more on the sergeant's list. An epidemic, to say the least. I knew I needed to do something, so meeting with my staff, and the people I work with. We came up with a plan. We would catch this devious do-gooder red-handed. Although, I bet they will be wearing gloves. Step 1. Set up a startling sting. Step 2. Catch the contemptible coward. Now, with an elaborate plan in place, we waited on the wascally wabbit. We didn't have long to wait either. Standing in front of the city's pride and joy, the presently shut off Old Faithful the Fountain, in the town square, with a guitar in my hand and a guitar case open in front of me, we sprang the trap. A couple walked by and paused as I was rolling through the chorus of Sweet Caroline. Unfortunately, I only know the chorus, so after running through it 3.5 times, the man was nudged by his obviously better half, and he pulled a 5 from his pocket and dropped it into my guitar case. "Aha!" I exclaimed, and grabbed the man's wrist. "You must be the holiday helper. I have you now, you devious do-gooder." Unfortunately, neither Mr. Ben there nor Miss Dawn that are the kind culprit. And as I later found out, after giving my statement to Sergeant Hazagun, they had just returned to town after serving for a year in the Peace Corps. Foiled but not finished, I moved on to Plan B. So I laid a trap for the trying trickster at the Tannehill train tracks. Snidely Whiplash would have been proud. I will have my Dudley do-right. Tied to the tracks, I waited patiently. But an hour later, still no do-right. What had I done wrong? Surely salvation would show. Jumping Jehoshaphat! So much for Plan B. I was able to roll off the tracks just before the train arrived, but it took me another 30 minutes before I could untie myself. Note to self, no more zip ties. Okay, fine. Plan C it is. Step 1. At great expense, I went back to the neighborhood where the nativity scene figures had been straightened, and found a house for sale, and bought it. Now I don't have particularly good credit, and per the mortgage company, I am not a good risk, but was able to finagle a 45-year loan at 9.5% on a $400,000, 800 square foot fixer-upper in a floodplain. Step 2. I ordered 10 pallets of sod for my quarter-acre lot of water-logged wetland. It was only a matter of time now. Either the dubious do-gooder with a helping hand or the sheriff with a foreclosure notice would arrive soon. On my second day of waiting in the muck while trying to look like I was laying sod, but actually looking for the anticipated assailant, a man walked up pushing a wheelbarrow.
Hey, neighbor, you seem to be swamped. Can I help?
In that instance, I knew it was him. The strong chin, bright eyes set perfectly in a kind face, sleeves rolled up, and wearing duck boots. The stranger set to work on the sod.
I'm sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Larry. I live on the next street over. I hope you don't mind. I called my brothers Daryl to come help. They should be here soon.
Your brother's Daryl?
Funny story. My parents were huge fans of the Bob Newhart show and couldn't help naming my little brothers both Daryl since they already had a Larry.
You're the giving guy, aren't you?
The giving what?
At that moment, another person walked up. Daryl?
Call me Sigourney. I am the gatekeeper. Wow. Are you the keymaster? Just joking. A little Ghostbusters humor. I can't help it.
In that moment, balloons tied into a bunch and a 2x3-foot check appeared in Sigourney's hands. On the check was written Paradise Hotel, Casino, Clearinghouse, and Sweepstakes.
Larry, I'm here to tell you that you are the winner of the Paradise Hotel, Casino, Clearinghouse, and Sweepstakes. And as the winner, you are cordially invited to pass through the Paradise Portal.
I'm sorry, how did I win? I don't remember entering anything.
Oh, every deed you completed entered you into the drawing, and you, sir, have many, many deeds.
So, it is you, the holiday helper, the do-gooder, the guy running around doing good things for people. What's your story?
My story?
Why are you doing it? Is it part of a scam? Are you embezzling money? Running for office? Running for office so you can embezzle money?
What? No.
Guilt then. What did you do that you need to atone for?
Perhaps you weren't listening.
Shall I spin more? I'm a reporter with the Twisted Truth. And I've got you now, Larry, if that is your real name.
I really don't have time for this. The Golden Globes will be starting in a couple of hours, and I have to get fitted for my dress. Larry, as winner of the PHCCS, you are entitled to traverse the Paradise Portal to live out your truth in the Shangri-La of your making.
Shangri-La? Paradise? Are you saying he gets to go to paradise because he did a few good deeds?
It's more than a few, but yes.
Now at that moment, I forgot all about Larry and his good deeds. Paradise, Shangri-La, Valhalla, whatever you want to call it. What a story! Every culture has a paradise, and if I could get into this paradise, it would be the story of the century. Shoot, of all time.
All because of a few good deeds?
It wasn't really the deeds, to be honest, Larry. It was the love that went into them. The love of your fellow man.
Did I mention that I was a reporter?
I think you did, yeah.
What if I could get the PHCCS some free advertisement? I'm sure your bosses back in the office would love it.
And what do you want?
Not much. Just the exclusive.
Exclusive?
Sure. Let me go through the portal. I'll report back, and the story will create a, excuse my French, buttload of traffic for you.
I'll have to see if you qualify. Hold on.
I could smell the Pulitzer Prize, or at least a Rotten Tomatoes award.
You are in luck, Shell. You do qualify. Your list of deeds is quite impressive. But before you enter the portal, you must sign this waiver.
Sure. No problem. Give it here.
Excellent. Larry, what do you say? Paradise awaits.
Can I see the waiver, please?
Here you go.
The second prime directive and waiver must be observed as follows. 1. All personnel, especially humans, will obey the following as it pertains to any civilization that has not achieved a commensurate level of mathematical, technological and/or societal development as described herein. 2. All prime numbers and their relationships to the quantum geophysical dynamics and simulations fields of study shall remain the same with the following exception. 3. The misplaced number of 2 shall not be considered a prime number and shall not be included in any list, document, Christmas carol, or poetry corner, regarding the utterance of the same. The number 2 is reserved for planetary naming purposes, movie sequels, and very small children's birthday parties. 4. There is no number 4. 5. The number 2 shall be replaced in the list of prime numbers by the number 1. This is so obvious that it is hardly worth mentioning, though it is surprising just how many beings still cannot grasp the concept of the number 1 and its overall relationship to the primes. 6. There is no number 6. 7. No changes to the above will be considered without the express written consent of Double Dog Dare, formerly known as Jeff Bezos, the ruler of the planet Too Far, and only after a waiting period of at least 1 millennium, unless you pay extra for priority shipping. 8. There is no number 8. Oh, and when passing through the Paradise portal, personnel will be transported to a version of Paradise tailored for that individual, and cannot be used in conjunction with any other promotions or coupons. This announcement has been brought to you by the number 1, and the letters N and A. Please, carry on.
Larry, what do you say?
I must admit, I miss my love, Suzanne.
Well, step through and it will be like waking up from a long dream, next to the love of your life.
I'll do it.
Now that all the paperwork is done, simply step up and the portal will read your DNA and transport you to paradise.
Then let me at it. Fame and glory, here I come. I must admit, paradise isn't quite what I expected. It seems paradise is actually spelled P-A-R-A-D-I-C-E. And it is truly a hotel, casino, and clearinghouse. I've been assigned duties as CIT, concierge in training, for the term of eternity. I have the pleasure of updating the marquee in front of the hotel every day with announcements, each about 100 words in length, lifting one letter at a time at the end of a pole to hang it on the board. It reminds me of being the junior member of the student council in high school. I haven't seen Larry, but heard a rumor that the portal sends everyone to a paradise as defined by their own deeds and what is in their heart. I'm guessing he made it back to his slice of heaven with Suzanne.
Hey buddy, hurry up with the sign. You still need to sort through the used card decks. Each deck needs to be back in sequential order before you can take a break.
You've got it, Sonny. This is Shell I. Spinmore, signing off for the Twisted Truth Communications Network.
that was an eye-opening report. I feel like I might have learned something. I'm just not sure what.
Perhaps to help your neighbor?
You know, my dad used to say, neighbors are like stars. They're always there, even if you don't always see them. So be careful of the ones that fall into your yard. They'll call Morgan and Morgan to sue you because they tripped over your garden hose. Now go get me a beer. I just finished cutting the grass and it should be good for another year.
I have some good news.
You do? What is it, Sally?
I found a new sponsor for us.
Well, that's great. Let's hear their commercial.
Jason Bateman Communications presents the 2025 Superhero Olympics! Set just outside of Atlanta and frequently using Peachtree Street for event locations, this is the only game show where the contestants compete against Marvel superheroes and their sidekicks while being chased by zombies from The Walking Dead! Hosted by Jason Bateman, contestants compete in events like Red Rover, Hide and Seek, Walk the Plank, Red Belly, I Expect You to Blow Up, Submarine, and the ever-popular Don't Break the Ice. To advance, the contestants must defeat their superhero, knowing that at any moment a zombie may appear and the chase begins. If caught by the zombie, an Infinity Stone is attached to their gauntlet, and once the gauntlet reaches 5 stones, they disappear. For the finale, contestants must survive the Highlander round, where there can be only one. So join us as your accountant battles Iron Man in a game of Truth or Dare. Then watch as your 7th grade history teacher battles Black Widow in a beer drinking contest. And watch out for those zombies. Disclaimer, Superhero Olympics is not affiliated with Marvel, its universe, or The Walking Dead seasons 1 through 5.
Now that's more like it. Jason Bateman is the man.
I couldn't agree more. And in commemoration, I have put together a little ditty.
Do you mean a poem?
A little culture goes a long way.
Okay, well, let's hear it.
From Todd Howard in Teen Wolf 2, to Nick Wilde, in The Zoo, from Necessary Roughness in 91, to Thunder Force, and Carry On, Jason Bateman is really scary, in Horrible Bosses, Ozark, and Little House on the Prairie. You're invited to the office Christmas party, for a game night of laughs, with a bunch of smarties. Try to catch the identity thief, The Gift, Bad Words, and The Longest Week, from voicing characters on The Simpsons and Zootopia. His movies and shows are a comedic utopia. The State of Play is up in the air, and guest hosting appearances on Hollywood Shares. From Silver Spoons to hosting a podcast with Will and Sean, the three are smartless, starring, directing, and the producing of shows. Our boy Jason is in the know.
Well, I can tell it took a lot of effort to put that together.
More of an Arrested Development.
On that note, let's end the show. So to you, our audience and loved ones alike, please keep peace in your hearts until our next story time.
Don't just sit and scoff. Theta 5-0 is taking off. Here to show wrong from right. Share with you the true life. Even though things might be tight, the future's bright so the writers can write. Now, give us the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Space Croutons. Curdy. Space Croutons. Sally. Space Croutons. Space Croutons.
You know, Alien.
I'll give you Alien.
Space Croutons again and again. No matter where, no matter when. There to be found, the legendary now. So let's count up season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.0. Now here we go! Space Croutons. Curdy. Space Croutons. Sally. Space Croutons. Space Croutons.
Because in space, no one can hear you sing.
Whitney Houston, we have a problem.
Space Croutons is a work of original fiction. Similarities to persons, situations, or events, real or fictional, is coincidental and unintentional. Created and written by Jerry, Jace, John, Della, and Jeff Goodson. Episode story by Jerry. Original music by Levi Blakesley, John, Della, Jerry, and Jeff. Production by Jerry. Featuring the voice talents of Patsy Puckett, James Jared Morrow, Della, John, Jeff, Jerry, and Sally. Entire work copyright 2025 by Jeff, John, Jerry, Della, and Jace Goodson. This has been a Good Witch audio production.